What's up, YouTube? So I'm going to do more of a dive on my AM session profiles, and I'm going to go over the 830 profile that we had today. So looking at this daily low here, this was the liquidity for the day. So price wanted to expand towards that sell side. I was in a live one-to-one call during all this, picking these levels and showing entries on where I would classify as an entry. So from the daily, we're going to drop down to the 15. So on the 15-minute chart, if you pay attention to the last 3 videos I posted, you can see I refer to a fair value gap in the previous day all the time. So looking at the previous day on the 15-minute chart, look for that fair value gap. You can see it here. You usually see this a lot going forward. So like coming tomorrow, whenever I post this video, but tomorrow we should see a fair value gap or something in this day that price would like. So this could do another expansion to the downside, like who knows. But I usually pay attention to some type of inefficiency in the previous day, if not 3 days ago. So looking at this daily low here, that price did take, and I'll go back up to that daily level. This one. You can see price reacted off of this fair value gap down there. So we'll drop to the 5-minute from the 15. Like I say, get to your chart at 9 o'clock. Look between midnight to 9. Try to find your draws on liquidity in the current day, and then use the previous day as well. So looking at these levels of liquidity on the 5-minute, on the current day, you can see it left a pool, some room of an inefficiency, and a current daily low. Dropping down to the 1-minute, you can see 830 put in that high that I was referring to. So if you want price to go down, you want to see 830 make the high. It could be the high of the day preferably, but the high in the session, and then turn over. So 830 brought the high in. Market structure shift to the downside, giving you that 2022 model. So right here would be a good short. I didn't like this, and I identified the short here on this fair value gap. Small one, but here. This is where I identified the short. Stop loss being above that high. So as you can see, the 830 put in the high, and that's expected. It's specific times of the day, 830 or 930. That's just the bottom line. So price does take sell side here, hitting the daily objective. So if you can get better at picking the right liquidity for the session, you'll start to have a better idea on what that daily candle should expand to. But looking at the 930 here, you can see 830 did the smart money reversal. 930 did the second leg of distribution here down to your daily level. Again, if you guys want to learn more about picking the right liquidity, I do have a Patreon down below. You guys can join. So looking at this day here, this was the day I live streamed. You can see it in my live section. 830 would be here. And what I want you guys to understand is, yes, 830 is very specific, but I would say when it comes to the 830, it happened after, slightly after, but the point is I still identify that as the 830 profile because 930 did the leg of distribution to sell side. Even though it ran higher, it still did the second leg of distribution to the downside. So what you could see here is we ran above these highs here. And why am I not concerned with this high? In real time, I would be concerned with this high, but I stopped caring about this high being liquidity once price dipped beneath here, because this turned it into a market structure shift here at 8:30. Well, not exactly at 8:30, but what I identify as the 8:30 a.m. profile. So the 8:30 profile dips beneath, giving a 2022 model here with a breaker. So you got a bearish breaker here for shorts down to liquidity pools you would normally see between 9 o'clock, which is here, bad line, but midnight to 9, you want to identify where you see liquidity. So there's liquidity here, and here. Once you see the stop rate occur at the 8:30, you can start to expect 9:30 to do your second legged distribution. You can see the inversion here, the change in state entry here, eventually running for sell side and daily objectives down here. If you guys want this full daily video, it's on this channel on the live tab. It's the most recent one. So you see how I got to react to price here.